Hey, what's going on everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome back to my Final Fantasy IX 100% playthrough. We are on part number 25 and well, I've got a little something special for you guys. So, I'm sure a lot of you know that you can AFK farm and things like that, auto level basically, with a turbo controller for Final Fantasy IX. But right now I'm going to show you guys how to do it without a turbo controller. And yes, it is possible. There is just one thing you need though. So first things first, this will only work on the PS4 version. I'm not sure if it'll work on Xbox because I don't know if they have a similar situation. But basically, we're going to be using Remote Play to basically do it with a PC. Now, I'm going to get on how to set it all up in just a moment. But first, I'm going to show you guys exactly how it works. So, ideally first, you want to get Virus on all 4 characters, and the easiest way to get Virus is from the Yans on Fairy Island, which is located just here. Now, the Yans are, they're pretty tough, like, they can one-shot you quite easily, they can snort your characters out, so getting Virus from them can be a little iffy. You can also get it from the Chimeras in Memoria, but that's a little bit more of a hassle, so I prefer to personally just use Yans. Anyway, once you've got Virus on all 4 characters, this means that none of your characters can get any EXP. Now, the way EXP works in Final Fantasy IX is it's divided by all of your characters left alive, basically. So, if a monster was going to give you 10,000 EXP, if you have all 4 characters alive, each character would gain 2,500. If only one character was alive, though, then all the EXP would go to that one character, so he would gain the full 10,000. While Virus basically works the same way, the only difference is you don't have to be dead. Any character with Virus will not get EXP. So right now I have Virus on all 4 characters. If I was to take that off a character, so for example let's use a vaccine on, I don't know, Dagger. Well no, we'll do Steiner first, Okay, so now that Steiner doesn't have Virus, he's the only one who can gain EXP. And even though all 4 characters are alive, because 3 of them have Virus, all the EXP is going to go to Steiner. And the easiest way to auto level is basically setting it up in a way where it's pretty much impossible for us to die. And to do that, we're going to use a few abilities. The first one is Auto Reflect. Now, the monster we're going to be farming is Grand Dragons, because they have the second highest EXP in the game, and, well, they're pretty easy to auto-farm, because we completely negate everything that they do. So, we're going to use Auto Reflect and Auto Regen. This is basically just so Thunder can't hurt us, and so that we actually heal the physical attacks as time goes on. Other than that, we're also going to be using Antibody. Now, the reason we use Antibody is simple. It just completely negates his Poison Breath attack, so that's effectively reducing, you know, like an extra attack of his just to nothing. So the only thing Grand Dragons can do to us is a physical attack. But that's why we use Auto Regen, just to heal that little bit of damage that we take anyway. Last but not least, you want everybody to have a level up. These are the main abilities. As your levels start getting higher, you can also equip Auto Haste and Auto Life, but those are more like once you're already really high leveled anyway, just because we don't have the stones to equip them at the moment. Anywho, the easiest place for Grand Dragons is going to be the island where Dogorio is, which is down here in the bottom left. It's quite a big island. You are going to need a flying chocobo or an airship to get here, and pretty much Grand Dragons can be encountered anywhere on the grass. It will only be Grand Dragons here. Now, if you were to get a fight in the forest, that would be a Gimme Cat, Worm Hydras, and things like that. So we want to basically stay away from the forest. But the basic idea when you were using a turbo controller is to have your analog basically stuck on a direction with like an elastic band or something like that, just so you're always running in a circle, and then using like another elastic band or something just to hold X down with a turbo controller, just so your characters are always mashing the X button. While that's essentially what we're going to be doing here, the only difference is we're going to be using basically a macro recorder on a PC, and there you go, 35,000 EXP, all to Steiner, but with level up, he actually gains 1.5 times EXP, so he's basically just got like 51,000 EXP from that one fight. Now, obviously, it is slower than leveling with Yans, but this can be done automatically for you. Like, you can just do this while AFK, while watching a film, things like that. So this is why I personally prefer this method over the Yans, even though it is a little bit slower. Anywho, let's get on to how to actually do this, shall we? So, as I originally mentioned, we are not going to be using a turbo controller for this. Granted, a turbo controller is easier, but this is more the free option. So, we're going to be using the PS4 Remote Play on a PC. Now, you can do this on a PC, laptop, it doesn't really matter what, you know what I mean, the performance isn't really that important, and it is pretty smooth even on low-end hardware. Anyway, I will have a link down to the PS4 Remote Play, which you can download from Sony's website. But once you've basically set it all up, you're just going to hit Start, and this will automatically connect to your PS4. Now, obviously, I was just in-game recording from the PS4, so it's just going to put me in pretty much the same spot I was on previously. Let's just wait for it to load up. Connecting. Okay, there we go. So, as you can see, it's already got me in-game. And let's just get rid of that. So next up, we're going to be doing the macro side of things, and the program we're going to be using is this, the PS4 macro, and this basically records the inputs from your controller. So let's just load this up. There we go. Now I will have a download link to this as well down below in the description, but basically what we want to do is we want to hold left on the analog stick, hold L1 and mash X. Now, in order to start recording the macro, you do need to use the touchpad. So what I recommend doing is holding your controller sort of sideways so that you can use your left hand to hold the analog stick and L1, and then use your right hand so that you can use your thumb to mash X and your finger to press the touchpad in. But let's just go ahead and do that, shall we? Okay, so as you can see there on the PS4 macro, it is recording right now. So I'm just going to keep mashing X a little bit and press the touchpad once more to stop the macro. And there we go. Now the macro is continuously playing for me. So I can pretty much just sit here doing absolutely nothing, and it will continue to go and go and go for as long as I want. Now, the good thing about this is I don't even need to stay tabbed on to the game or anything like that. I do need to keep the window open, but if you have like a second monitor or something like that, it's not the end of the world. You know, you can watch movies, you can do whatever you want. Now, unfortunately, if you do want to leave this overnight, you are going to have to leave your PC on overnight. But again, this is pretty much the easiest way of auto-leveling. Doing this, it'll take a fair while to get your characters up to 99. It is slower than the Yans by quite a bit, to be fair, even with the speed up booster on the game activated. But yeah guys, it is that simple to auto level without a turbo controller. Granted, if you don't want to go through the hassle of setting all this up, that's not a problem. I will put a link down to a turbo controller for Amazon down below in the description, just so that, you know, if you want to do the auto leveling without a turbo controller, you can do. But yeah guys, that is where I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, then be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Of course, if you're new around here, then make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And for anybody who wants to help support the channel, then feel free to become a member. All links are down below in the description. As always though everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.